I didn't even record that motherfucker. Bitch.
We rise from the ashes, out from the dark. The pack is howling, we leave our mark. With every step, we shake the ground. Hellhounds running, tearing it down. Oh, the fire's burning bright. We're the pack, we own.
Testing signal coming through. You're tuned in to the Wolfpack Radio Broadcast Network here on YouTube. Good evening, Wolfpack. Tonight's broadcast is a little different. Tonight is not about a game. It isn't about ranking tournaments.
All
What's
right,
that?
was good.
What's happening, buddy? I'm done.
What
I'm done, dog.
do you mean you're done?
You know how I've been mentally burned out from all this esports shit over the past couple months? You know I've been burned.
Yeah.
I quit, dog. I'm done. I want you to hear this
Done with
from
your
me,
stuff?
from my own mouth. Look, it isn't about a new team. It isn't about ranking tonight. It's about honesty. I know it's been a while since you've last heard my voice. And for streaming, I've been gone for a month. Videos almost a month. So right at 2 months, I've been gone, close to. During that time,
yeah.
I've had a lot. I've had time to look back at everything I built, everything I chased, and everything I wanted for the teams that I've worked with. And I realized something important here. Sometimes the hardest thing to do isn't fighting to keep going. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is admitting when something isn't making you happy anymore. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit, but I'm not going to go into too much detail on it. But the main reason that really, brought this topic up is an old acquaintance of mine. Let's call him Ronnie. Let's call him Ronnie. Ronnie was part of one of the top, esports team in our league. And it was just, a toxic environment. So when I started this journey, gaming was everything. It was my escape. When it was where I met people, where I created memories, where the Wolfpack was born, and when I wanted everyone listening to understand something. The Wolfpack was never just a name. It was never just a logo. It was never just about a good game. It was about people, the laughs, the late night victories, the losses, the moments where we all came together. And that's what made it special. But for a long time, I chased esports. I've been through probably 3 different teams over the years. I wanted to prove myself. I wanted to show that I belonged, and I gave it everything I had. But somewhere along the way, I stopped asking myself a simple question: am I actually happy doing this? And the answer to that became harder to ignore. No, I wasn't. I mean, the competition became pressure. The grind, became stress. I mean, the dream became something I was forcing instead of something I was enjoying. And I'm sorry, dude. Most of y'all were fucking dicks in that team I was a part of. I'm sorry. Most of y'all out there are dicks. It's just that simple. Yeah, but look, gaming will always be a part of my story, and stuff like that. And something you love becomes something that drains you. Sometimes the strongest move is to walk away. And gaming will always be a part of my story. I'll never forget the moments we had. But if I have to be honest, this has been eating at me. I don't enjoy streaming anymore. I don't enjoy chasing the numbers. I don't enjoy feeling like I always have to be live or always have to prove something. Anything that happened, including losing my access to my account on Fortnite, I completely realized something. I was fighting to hold on to a chapter that was already ending. And maybe that's okay. Not every ending has a failure. Some endings are just the beginning of something new. And this is where real life, comes into play. Because outside of screen, life has been happening. That's where my heart is now. My relationship, my work, my future. The people who are actually beside me, the memories I'm making today, I've learned that life isn't just about the biggest achievement. It's about the little moments, the conversations, the laughs, the people who make you smile. I mean, the days where you look around and realize this is what really matters. Because, you only have one life, here on Earth, and I'm taking, every breath God gives me for what it's worth, because you never know when it's gonna be your time to go home, to go be with Jesus. You never know. So now comes the question everyone might be asking: what happens to the Wolfpack? Honestly, I don't know. You know, maybe the Wolfpack takes a break. Maybe it changes. Maybe it becomes something different, completely different. But I don't want anyone to think the Wolfpack was meaningless, because it wasn't. Um, it was literally a chapter of my life that gave me memories I'll never forget. It gave me people I'll always appreciate, no matter what happens next. I'll always be thankful for that. Um, to everyone who watched, to everyone who supported me, to everyone who believed in me, thank you. Seriously, thank you for being a part of the journey. But tonight, I'm making a choice. I'm choosing myself. You know, I'm choosing my happiness. I'm choosing my life outside of screens. This is where I step away. No more chasing esports teams. No more focusing on streams. No more trying to turn something on something I don't love anymore into something it used to be. The grind ends here. The chase ends here, and the new chapter begins. And this is the ZHunter116 signing off. Thank you for listening to Wolfpack Radio. Thank you for the memories and for being a part of the story. Until next time, stay strong, stay loyal. And also, before I go, chat, I want to briefly mention that I'm not sure when our next transmission will be. Our next transmission might, come from the beautiful Emerald Coast somewhere. But I love y'all, Wolfpack. End of watch, August 20th, 2026, 9 p.m. God bless.